Hi, I'm Regina McCann Hess, President of Forge Wealth Management, and welcome to our Women in Wealth series. Today I have a new friend, Cassandra, with me. Cassandra, tell us about who you are, what you do, and what do you love about what you do?
So, Cassandra Moore, I am the CEO and founder of TMYK Group, which stands for The More You Know. I am a mother, an entrepreneur, and I'd like to say that I'm the CEO of my life. And if I could, I'd like to give a shout out to my entrepreneurial sister, Lara Falusi, who is the founder of CEO of My Life. And when she made these t-shirts, it just resonated with me about who I am and how I refer to myself. Because I think as women, we are all CEOs of our life. What do I
Love that
love
title.
about what I do? I am a firm believer of following your passion and your purpose. And with that, when I was laid off in 2017 from my corporate role, I decided to pursue my passion for coaching and went and enrolled in an accredited coach training program, became ICF credentialed, and started my own coaching practice. I love everything about what I do as a coach because my mission is really to help people. And I like to call myself the motivational leader of the human capital movement,
Ooh,
right? And the
very nice.
movement is really dedicated to helping people grow. Helping them find their leadership voice, find their passion, their purpose. And that's really my mission. My mission as a coach is to provide transformational core energy coaching to help my clients, move away from self-imposed limiting beliefs.
That is fascinating. I love the titles too. I love the CEO of
you.
my life. Like, more people need to think like that. I am the CEO of my life.
Absolutely.
That empowers you, right?
Absolutely.
I love it. That's awesome. So tell me about being a professional woman. And we have different challenges than our counterparts in careers. Tell me a little bit about your experience with that.
So I like to think of all challenges as opportunities for growth. And that said, some of the challenges that I faced in the workforce as a woman were more around having leaders or having your immediate leader be a sponsor and an advocate for you. And I found that in my career, when that wasn't happening, I spent more time worrying about it as a problem versus looking at it as an opportunity. So if someone wasn't investing in my development, then why shouldn't I, right? So I'm a firm believer that we guide and lead our own destiny. And they say hindsight's 20/20. And knowing what I know now, I would have spent more time investing in developing myself versus kind of waiting for a leader to do that for me.
And you live that because the way we met through networking, and you are an ultra networker. So you empower other women and other people, professionals along the lines of your life, to connect with each other and to empower each other. And I think that's fantastic.
Absolutely. I like to refer to myself as a super connector,
Super
but I think it's
connector.
important, right? I think that for every connection that we make as, female entrepreneurs or women in the business, no matter who, I think it all comes back, right? And you're only as good as your relationships. And I firmly believe in the power of connecting with the right people, building relationships. I mean, it's the one thing that I'm most proud of is my network, because through my network is where I receive the majority of my clients. And I work really hard to build my network and to cultivate it. And I think it's important. You have to take the time to care for that because my network has never let me down.
That is outstanding. That is outstanding. So I know you wear many hats. So how do you balance family and work?
Yeah. When I think back to when I was in corporate and my daughter was a lot younger, and you think about the balancing act that you have to play. I hear a lot of women, and you know, people speak about work-life balance, work-life balance. Well, I think Jeff Bezos is the one who said it best. Forget about work-life balance. Think more about work-life integration.
Ooh,
So instead
that.
of trying to balance the competing priorities, I wanted to focus more on how you integrate the two, you know, so that you're not in competition with work versus personal. And I find that, you know, it is a struggle for working moms to, you know, you kind of wish you could clone yourself, but you can't. So
I need a lot of clones, actually.
exactly, it's like you
Not
want
just one.
you want to be there for your children. You don't want to miss any event. And sometimes it's impossible, but I think that it is possible if you learn to integrate work and life.
I love the integrate as opposed to the balance. That is a great way to look at that. That is a really good way to look at that. And I'm blessed in my career that I'm able to do that well most days, not so well other days, but we try our best.
Right?
As working moms, we
That's
just
right.
try to do a little bit about everything. So yeah, that's been great, and I think what you do with helping people with coaching. And then the connecting part, I think that is truly a way of not just saying you empower others, but like literally like helping her fix her crown as opposed to, you know, bring somebody down a peg or two. You know what I mean?
Right.
As opposed to just saying the words, you actually do it.
Oh,
It's pretty awesome.
I like to think that I live by and live authentically in my truth. It's one of the things that I work on a lot with my clients. Speaking to them about, you know, how they live in their truths or pursue their passions, or, you know, instead of focusing on challenges and things as problems, looking for the opportunities and the solutions instead. And I think that, you know, there's a way to do that. And I love helping my clients kind of find their way.
That's awesome. So talking about helping and finding solutions, what are one of the two things that you've done for yourself as far as planning for your future, planning for you?
So I think the biggest key for planning for future, you have to kind of tie the financial into it, I think. And, you know, when you think future, you think like, what is your financial plan? What is your goal? And I think that before you even get there, you sort of kind of have to work on certain things, like if you are in debt, becoming debt-free. I know when I did that years ago, and I, you know, had a plan to work myself out of debt, and when that happened, the sense of financial freedom that I felt was just, it was amazing, especially when you think about it. It was like that weight, right? When you have
Right off
debt,
your shoulders. Yep.
it's like a chain hanging around your neck, like it's kind of saddling you down.
Yes.
And I think that, you know, when you get to a place of financial freedom, then you have to start to think about, well, what, you know, other things am I going to do to set myself up for my future? Like, what multiple streams of income can you know, you like put in a plan for yourself. And one of the things that I did this year, because I do a vision board every year.
Good for you.
This year in my vision board, I definitely focused on looking at multiple streams of income. So when I first started my business, I only focused on coaching, and I think that that was limited thinking on my part, because there's so much more to the depth and breadth of what I bring to the table from an HR perspective, and I overlooked like HR consulting, and that is another, you know, avenue stream of income that I now have put in my financial portfolio for my financial goals for this year. And there's a couple of other things that I'm going to do, which is a daring little leap for me. But I'm excited for this year's plans. But outside of all the other things that I want to do to grow as a leader, a mom, an entrepreneur, there are definitely the financial goals built in as well.
That is awesome. I love the vision board. We did that this year for the first time, and I think it's going to make a huge impact on everything.
Absolutely.
Well, Well, thank you so much for joining us for our Women in Wealth series. For more information, follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Forge Wealth, and I can be found on LinkedIn at Regina McCann Hess. Thank you.